Hey guys, it's KMCers. I'm Kirsten and welcome back to another true crime video. So today we're going to be talking about a little girl. So let's just jump right into this case. Amber Marie Harris was born on August 8th of 1993. She was 12 years old from Omaha, Nebraska. Her parents are Michael and Melissa, and she did have a lot of siblings. She has Jeremy, Ashley, Justin, Delisa, and Spencer. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She was described as loving and compassionate. She had a very feisty personality. She was very outspoken. She sang like a little bird. She was a good student, and when she grew up, she wanted to be a singer and a person that does hair. She always looked good, especially doing her hair all the time. She cared about people and animals, and she was very sensitive to animals in pain. Let's talk about the incident that occurred on November 29th of 2005. Amber disappeared after getting off of her school bus. So the last known footage of her is getting off of her school bus going home, and she disappears. So the investigation now. Hundreds of people helped to look for her. There was even billboards asking for the public's help in finding her. The police started to look into the family. They thought possibly Michael, her dad, was involved with it, as he has been known to be excessively disciplining the children. He also was convicted and spent 5 years in prison for raping a Omaha woman in 1983. So on February 14th of 2006, her backpack and other items in the backpack were found in a garbage can behind a boarding house. In the bag, there was a pair of jeans, a bra, and a jacket. There was blood on them. There was a DNA-shaped handprint on the jeans. And on May 11th of 2006, a body was found in a secluded area in the Hummel Park in Omaha. The body was partially clothed, and the Amber's family held a visual for about 8 days until they found out that the police did confirm that it was Amber. Autopsy showed that she had died from blunt force trauma to the head. The DNA tested to confirm that the blood on the jeans and the jacket were in fact Amber's, and at the time they started to look for any suspects that they could. They looked at sex offenders in the area, which is how they came about Roy Ellis Jr. Started to look into him, and during this time he had been in and out of jail during the whole time frame of when things were found, when things happened, and so they were kind of piecing together what he had been up to, if it was a plausible theory that he might be involved. He made various incriminating statements to a lot of different people. So when police conducted interviews, some of these people came forward. Ellis ended up telling an inmate that he was roommates with that he killed Amber Harris, and that the blood got all over his car and that he had to use a cloth to wipe up the blood. Ellis's ex-girlfriend told police that in September of 2005, he intimidated her and took her to a wooded area where he had dug a grave and threatened to put her in it. He did that a lot. A friend of his said that he actually let Ellis use his 1990s Oldsmobile Cutlass in November and December of 2005. November of 2005, a recorded phone call that Ellis made while in prison, or while in jail, to his girlfriend, and in that recording he said that something happened. It didn't specify what had happened or anything. He just said something happened. In February or March of 2006, Ellis had a conversation with correction officers while in jail, where he showed intense interest in the case of Amber, and he actually asked them how long it would take a body to decompose after it had been burned. When the officers told him that a decomposed body can take up to 2 years, he got relatively angry. He also asked how long DNA in blood and semen will last for forensic testing, be like visible to forensics. Police had found that he actually lived 1 block away from where the backpack was found. So police took a sample of the car that the friend let him borrow, and they also took samples from Ellis's own car, which was a 1988 silver Mercedes-Benz. They also took soil samples, and they also found an eyeliner in the back seat of his car. While at his house, they also collected a letter that Ellis wrote while he was in jail, leather boots, a gold bracelet, a wooden handled hammer, and a shovel with a broken handle. His DNA was tested, and it was confirmed that he left the DNA on the left leg of the pair of jeans. DNA also on the back patch matched Roy Ellis Jr. as well, and he was charged with first-degree murder and felony murder of sexual assault. So now let's talk about the trial that happened. Ellis waived his right to a preliminary hearing. Prosecutors presented the evidence indicating that Amber was sexually assaulted before being murdered. Roy Ellis's stepdaughters also testified that he had repeatedly raped them when they were 14 and 12 years old. They also each had a child with him as the father. He was found guilty on first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to death. Now let's talk about the aftermath. Amber was buried on August 4th of 2006. In 2022, Ellis tried to appeal his sentencing with the Supreme Court on the grounds that he did not get a fair trial. He said that the testimony of his stepdaughters and the DNA evidence should not have been allowed. He was denied this appeal, and he is currently on death row. I'm going to leave you here with some photos of Amber and her life. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what case I should do next, and subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on that bell notifications so you're notified when we post every single Tuesday and occasionally on Fridays when I feel like it. This is KMC Whatever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.